Enlightened World Network. We're here for a meditation a day, and today our meditator is Keira Lani. I love Kira's meditations because it always has to do with the universe and nature and nature's energies. So, Keira, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Ruth. These meditations with Enlightened World Network have definitely become a highlight of my month. So I'm really honored to get to spend this time with you and your audience.
Excellent. Thank you. I'm just going to get out of the way and let you do your thing here.
All right. Well, I feel called to just acknowledge what we were sharing just before we went live. Today is known as Imbolc or Candlemas, and this is the day. Imbolc is the day that is halfway between the solstice and the spring equinox, the winter solstice and the spring equinox. And in Jewish tradition, this time is known as the New Year of the Trees. And of course, being so connected to the trees as I am, I feel called to honor them today, even though I stated in advance that we will be communicating with the universe. The trees are actually who taught me to communicate with the universe. When I was still very young, I had a long history of yoga, but I had not really gone into this idea that we can communicate with the universe. I kind of thought of it as like, yes, God is consciousness, the universe is consciousness, but it was more of an idea for me until the trees brought me into the way that they communicate around the planet and even out into the universe. And so, in the sense that it's the new year of the trees, what that means is the sap is rising in the trees. It's time to prepare the earth to plant our crops. So this is a really good time for us in our meditation practice to look at what is needing to be cultivated within you so that your seeds of intention can grow. This is a really good time to think of, what have I maybe been carrying with me that it's time to put down to make space for what I want to invite into my life? And so I just wanted to set a little context before we go in. And then as we go in, I really invite you to just tune in to what is present for you and what is alive for you. So let's start with the breath. Finding the rhythm of your breath. Just take a moment to notice what that is for you right now. Have you like rushed in to drop in here and you're maybe still catching up with the movement of your day? Is your breath already slow and deep because you've already been preparing yourself? Just take a moment to notice where your breath is in this moment. And as you bring your awareness to the breath, follow it in and out of your body. Where does the breath naturally flow to in your body? And where do you imagine it flows out to when you release the exhale? Notice any place within you that is maybe a bit contracted, a little bit of tension or thoughts of what you need to do or what you did yesterday, and just see if you can use the breath now to open up more space within you. And as you feel the spaciousness opening up inside of your body, see if you can expand that awareness into the space around you, the space that we think of as the auric field, your own personal energetic space that surrounds your physical body. And just take a few breaths to dance with this awareness, the space inside your body and the space outside your body. Where can you open up a little bit more space to allow in a little bit more breath? And can you soften onto the support of the breath? And now we're going to go even more deeply within before we extend our awareness outward. So take your awareness deep down into the center of the center of the center of your being. And with the next exhale, drop that awareness down to gently touch the earth, connecting with that presence beneath you, the presence that holds your physical body through this life. And just take a few breaths into this connection, feeling what the earth energy feels like to you. And how does the earth energy connect to your personal energy field? What does that feel like in that space of connection? Perhaps you're feeling a magnetic pull or a vibration. Notice how the energy of the earth feels different and the same as the energy of your body and your auric field. And see if you can even notice how they are communicating with each other, your personal energy and the energy of the earth. See if you can notice how the earth energy is responding to your energy and your energy is responding to the earth. Just take a couple more breaths into this awareness. And now consciously make a tether to the earth with your energy so that as you continue to expand your awareness, that this connection will hold you and ground you and keep you really present with the breath and in the moment. And now imagine your energy as if it were like the energy of a tree. It's really not so different. So feeling that connection to the earth, now bring the awareness up through your trunk and feel the expansion of the branches of energy that expand out from your upper half. Imagine that you are in a forest of other energetic trees, and as you bring the awareness out through your branches, you can sense, feel, or imagine the connection from your energetic branches to those of the trees around you. Similarly, your roots are connecting with the roots of the other trees. So tune in with a few breaths to feel, how does the connection feel different in the roots than it does in the expansive branches? And take a moment to notice now, focusing especially on the branches, the little tips of the branches, the rustling leaves or needles. Notice if your natural tendency is to reach your energy out to touch the others, or to receive the others reaching out and touching you. Which one feels more natural? Take a moment to just rest in whichever one feels more natural, reaching out or gathering in. Of course, we're doing both simultaneously, but now I invite you to switch. So if your tendency is to gather in, consciously reach out and see how far you can extend your awareness. And if your tendency is to reach out, see how much you can allow the offered energy to come in. And now see if you can bring these two into balance. With each breath, gathering in, receiving what is there for you. With each exhale, extending your awareness out, questing to see what is out there. Feeling this pulsation of awareness following the pulsation of the breath. And as we connect the awareness with the breath, we are also connecting to the pulsation of the universe, called spanda in yoga philosophy, the continual expansion and contraction that we are connected to through our breath, through our heartbeat, and through our awareness. So as you connect with this pulsation, with each breath, expand your awareness out a little farther. So now you're connecting not just with the trees that are immediately around you, but with all of the trees around the entire globe. And then expanding outward through a network of consciousness, a network of light, expanding out to feel the solar system. Take a moment just in this realm of imagining that you are connecting with all of the planets and the sun and the moons in our solar system. Take a few breaths into this connection and notice what is the vibration of our solar system? What is the collective vibration of the planets moving around us, of the sun and the moon? And how does that vibration communicate with your personal energy field? How is that vibration different than your vibration? How does it respond to your vibration? And how does your vibration respond to the vibration of the solar system? What is the song that we create together when we attune our personal vibration to the vibration of the planetary alignments? And now we expand even farther into the infinite cosmos, into the imaginary expanse within our personal universe, and the imagined expanse into the infinite cosmos. What is the song of the universe? What is the vibration that you perceive with your subtle awareness when you expand out into a sense of the infinite? And again, bring it back into your personal vibration. How is your personal vibration responding to this vibration of the universe? And how is the universe responding to your personal tone that you bring into the universe? How are we harmonizing our vibrations to create beautiful music? Now, holding the awareness of all of these layers and levels of consciousness, come back into your own personal vibration. Take a moment to really tune into what that is. And then in the infinite cosmos, there is a vibration in this tapestry of the universe that is tuned specifically to your vibration. See if you can sense or feel this vibration and invite it to be closer, to come and align with you. And ask this resonant vibration that is attuned specifically to what your energy field is needing to sing your soul song more strongly, purely, and clearly. Ask this resonant vibration to offer you the wisdom that you need, or the next step, or the recognition that you need in order to allow your soul song to spill forth into the world more clearly, more strongly, in its pure essence. And now imagine that this gift that the universe has brought to you can be packaged up into a symbol, a shape, or an item that you can see or smell or taste or hold in your hands. Imagine that you can take this precious gift that the universe has offered and place it right into your heart. Take a moment to allow your energy to absorb this gift, to integrate it, to restructure whatever is in you that needs to be changed for you to bring this gift into manifestation in this plane. And then take a moment to thank the infinite intelligence that has held us in this practice, that is holding us through this life, that is always available to offer guidance whenever you remember to tune in and seek it. And then take a moment to thank the trees for coming in to create a safe, sacred container for our expansion. And let's take a moment in gratitude to the earth for holding, nourishing, and protecting our physical bodies. And now take a moment to thank yourself for showing up in this way, to practice, to deepen your connection to who you truly are, to bring your precious, sacred, divine gifts into this physical plane. And for choosing to bring your awareness into the present moment. Thank you. Thank you so much for your presence today. I honor you. I honor the light within you that is just waiting to burst forth. And I would love to hear any insight or wisdom that has come through for you and or the collective. So much love and blessings at this sacred time. Thank you, Ruth.
Keira, what a gift you've given us today. Thank you so much. I have always had this love affair with nature, and different times it looks different ways. But you really helped me understand that today. I immediately, as you were talking, saw myself out under the moon, which, I mean, this was like a couple of years ago that I was just feeling that energy and wanting so much to just feel that connection. And it never dawned on me until today that perhaps the universe was feeling my energy at that point. I always thought it was just me soaking it up. It never dawned on me that maybe there was something reciprocal happening there. So thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for pointing that out. That is, I think, really common that we get in our own experience, and we forget that we are just a part of a greater experience. That, and for me to really invite that in has been very transformational in my life, to invite in the awareness that there's something greater expressing itself through me, and there's something that I can create this reciprocal relationship with. And it feels so much more balanced than when it was always like, where is the connection? And reaching out, to think of it that way has really helped me. So I really appreciate that reflection. Thank you.
Yeah. And then, it was funny. I chuckled actually at one point, because when you were having us be trees and noticed the other trees around us, and I immediately bent down to a smaller tree. And then you said, are you bending down? Are you giving or are you receiving? And I just thought that was so humorous that you were right there where I was. And I loved what you did with having us, if we're a giver, stop and allow yourself to receive. And then you took it a step further and brought us into balance with the giving and receiving. And how important is that? That if we're a giver, we're not giving 100% of the time, but we also allow others to give to us.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is so important. And I always remind myself and others that we have so much more to give when we are in balance, giving and receiving. And if we tend to be more of a receiver, then we actually will be able to receive more by learning to be more giving. And so it really is about that cyclical nature of life to me. Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much. Keira, talk to us about your retreats. I know you spend time at Mount Shasta, and what does that mean to you, and what do you share with the folks that are involved in your retreats?
So when I think of Mount Shasta, or even in my upcoming virtual retreat that I'm planning to offer at the end of this month, a huge part of what it is for me is this communication with the universe. And there are vortexes and portals. Vortexes are energetic portals or energetic confluences of energy where the energy is moving in a certain way, and there is an opportunity to have an experience of this multidimensional reality that we live in when we connect with these vortexes, which is why I also call them portals sometimes, because it can take us into a traveling into a space that is not just bound by this physical reality. And so hugely, the practices that I teach are really focused on not only finding vortexes of energy in nature, because they're really everywhere, and Mount Shasta is a very powerful center of energy, but even to open up these vortexes, open up these portals wherever we are, whenever we need to feel that connection. And so I had a really powerful experience in my personal practice the other day. I was outside my little house here connecting with the trees at sunrise and just moving some energy. And I witnessed a vortex of healing open. And these vortexes of healing are really for us individually when we connect with them. And they're also for us to be able to be in greater service to the collective. And so this is really kind of the underlying purpose of the work that I do, to help other people feel connected in this way, to give people the tools to heal from within so that they can offer more healing to others, and to create a global collective of healers that are creating this network together. Because I really believe, similar to the work you're doing here with Enlightened World Network, I really believe that we are changing the world each and every time we come together and practice together, each and every time we expand our awareness to encompass a greater experience of life, and acknowledge that our personal healing isn't just about whether we are free from disease, able to move and enjoy our life. Yes, that is an important piece of our healing. And then there are these deep layers of healing. Personal trauma healing leads us into trauma healing for the collective. And we even can heal on behalf of our ancestors, and definitely on behalf of the generations to come, so that we can live in the world that we really want to live in. And so the retreats, I try to kind of break it into bite-sized chunks. What I'm saying here is kind of like this big concept. And when we come into retreat together, we have an opportunity to have an experience of these practices. And then my goal is to give the attendees actionable tools that they can take with them and use in their own lives to continue the healing and create these ripples that go around the entire world.
Beautiful, Keira. Thank you. And I would love to post the virtual retreat for you. So if you'll share that information with us, I'd love to have our viewers know where it is and, well, how to get there. So Keira, thank you so much. Thank you for today. I greatly appreciate it, and I greatly appreciate you. And our viewers, thank you. Thank you for taking the time with us today to sit in with nature. And I just invite you to rekindle or renew or strengthen that love relationship that you have with nature, with the planet, the universe, and allow yourself the opportunity to imagine how the universe views you and feels your energy. I think that was really powerful, Keira. So thank you for that. So friends, thank you for being here. Keep an eye on Enlightened World Network. There's always something new coming up. So take good care, and God bless.